UFC 264 happened this weekend or last weekend, and the biggest thing that happened was Dustin Poirier beats Conor McGregor due to medical or doctor decision. Doctor stopped because Conor McGregor broke his leg. Like, he broke that. Like, it was bad. I'm gonna show some video. I'm not gonna show when he broke it, but I'm showing you some video of the fight, as you can see. And the question now is Conor McGregor done? The last few fights, I mean, he's lost to Dustin Poirier twice. He lost to Khabib. We know what happened with the Floyd thing. Like, his last few fights, he's lost. Not because, like, I think he's lost 4 of the last 5 fights, I believe. Here's why I say I think he's done. Now, a lot of people say KD was done after he ruptured his Achilles, and as we're seeing, KD is still playing his best basketball. But here's the reason why I say Conor McGregor is done after this injury. Because you had to get screws and rods in his leg. That's going to take a year plus to heal. And he's already, like, I think 34, 35 or something like that. Not to mention, I don't know. I know, these rods that's in fight, people's leg after they break. I know that they're there to sustain you from, you can run. I know you can walk, but I don't think that they're really made to be kicking people. I don't think you're supposed to be putting your leg through all that force kicking people. Also, Conor McGregor hasn't been the same since the Floyd Mayweather fight. Now, a lot of people are attributing that to the money that he made. He doesn't really take the sport seriously anymore. I don't know. What I'm saying is he's starting to be more of a big name by what he did. Shannon Sharp, shouts out to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp compared him to someone perfectly right now, and that's Ronda Rousey. Do I think that Conor McGregor is going to go to WWE? No. Do I think he could? Yes. He's a showman. Conor McGregor at this point is more of a showman than a fighter. Now, I'm not saying that to say like I could be. He'll destroy me. But Conor McGregor is more of a showman. And you're starting to see, Khabib and Dustin Poirier. Like, you're starting to see people aren't fazed by it. Now, of course, you're going to sell tickets. You're going to sell pay-per-views. The people aren't really fazed with that anymore. Like, he's lost his last few fights badly, too. Like, they didn't end in decision. Like, they ended with not TKO, KO, submission. Like, yeah, I just think it's done because he hasn't looked good before the injury. And this injury is going to take a year, like longer than a year to come back. Because you're going to have to, of course, let it heal after surgery. Then you're going to have to build it up the strength if you're going to fight again. Then you have to trust yourself in being able to, throw those kicks and plant well. Like, it's going to take almost probably, if we're really being honest with it, it might take maybe 2 years. He's gonna be older. The sport's gonna continue to go, and it's gonna speed up to him. Like, I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm not here to wish anyone's career to be over. That's no. But I will say that it just feels like it's over. I hope it's not. If he doesn't want him to be, he doesn't have to be. But it just feels over. And when I say over, is Conor McGregor, can he fight again? Of course. After 2 years, he can definitely fight again. But I don't think that he's good enough to win a title fight anymore. I don't think he was good enough to win a title fight really after the whole Floyd Mayweather fight. And he hasn't, what happened with, this is the third fight with Dustin Poirier. And with Khabib, I just don't think he's good enough to win a title fight. And especially after this injury, I just don't think he'll be there anymore. And I think Conor McGregor, or the notorious Conor McGregor, as he calls himself, will now be it'll be because of his name and what he's done before, instead of what he's done now and moving forward. So, um, I you know, I I wish him a speedy recovery, uh, but it just feels like that injury kind of was the nail in the coffin for his successful for his career. Let me say this, for his career.